Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic Show. This is our text, baby man. Of this back, you know this or this or this. Real man runs up, fake man runs down. Rumor runs up, fake rumor runs down. But the word preach and preach on. And today's the topic to talk about is the only place you ever gonna get it, only place you ever gonna get it, only place you ever gonna get it, only place you ever gonna get it is right back basic. The only place you ever gonna get it is right back basic. Like I said again, real man runs up, fake man runs down. Rumor runs up, fake rumor runs down. But the word preach and preach on. Now, I want to speak about this issue to give back or reinvest in the communities. Let me say to this, man, that we expect from Michael Jordan to give something back in the black community. Why should he? And I know it's going to be some people going to be shocked for me to say that. Now, it might be wrong for Michael what he said. It ain't his problem. If you're going to get mad at Michael Jordan, you need to get mad of the Nike's corporation. You need to get mad at the people that own, who sponsor him. Michael don't even own that anyway. It's funny we won't talk about that. We'll talk about anything else. We don't even have a community. We in everybody's community because of that integration law. We were the ones who want to sign the integration. And then now all of a sudden we complain saying, okay, we don't want to integrate everybody. So a couple years ago, you want to integrate with people. Now you don't want to integrate. Which is it? Same thing, white people. White people did not want to integrate with blacks, but now they do. Now blacks want to integrate with whites. Now blacks don't want to integrate whites. See, you see how I flip that black is the new white and white is the new black? A couple years ago, white was white. A couple years ago, it was black is black. Now, blacks are discriminate against whites, just like years ago, whites would discriminate against blacks. See, Jim Crow did a lot of job for, especially in the communities. I ain't gonna lie. But you want to know who owns Nike? You want to know who owns it? I tell you, it was behind two men who own Nike. And Jordan don't even own Nike. That's the thing. Why they won't get mad at those two guys? And that the word Nike itself, it came from a Greek goddess. I did not know this name Nike. Nike only coming out right now because they're going to have a new Jordan brand. They just own to publish and publicize his name. Michael Jordan will never be the guy that writing the checks. It's always going to be the guy who sponsored Michael Jordan going to be writing Michael's Jordan checks and give it to him. Who owned Nike? Nike was founded in January. Nike is founded by January 25, 1964. 52 years ago, at the Blue Ribbon Sports. 1971 as Nike Inc. So back then it changed the name, but it's Nike Inc. and it's owned by two founders, Bill Baldwin and Phil Knight. Those are the guys that own it, and they really from the headquarters of Washington Country, Orange. Yeah, it's near Barberton, Orange. Yeah, and it's made like what, like 361 billion dollars. You mean to tell me y'all won't get mad at those guys, but y'all want to get mad at Michael Jordan? If you're going to get mad at Michael Jordan, then you need to get mad at those two guys right there that I just mentioned, Bill and Paul. Why they won't get mad at those guys? Michael Jordan don't even own his brand. They own his name. That's the thing. They own his name. And who created those shoes? The shoes are designed for Nike by Peter Moore and the Tinkerton and Hausler Fields and Bruce and Kilgore. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted the extra pair of Jordans. Jordans cost too much. Jordans only cost like $700,000 or $800,000 or something like that. I remember my stepbrother had 20. He got 25 pair of boxes of Jordans, and he give his stuff away. My stepbrother did that. It's too much. So I'm gonna say this to the black community. Maybe because he don't want to help out the black community because he didn't want that same treatment with MC Hammer. You ever thought about that? Look what happened to MC Hammer. Look at all the people he helped out, his dancers, and people he helped out from Oakland. And what they did the most when he needed them the most? They turn on him. And that can happen to Jordan. So if you're going to get mad at him, then you need to get mad at Nike Corporation, and you got to get mad at yourself that why are people wasting their money for some Jordans? And then they have Jordan jackets years ago, and I wanted it so bad at the age of 7 or 9. But I didn't want to get it because it was too risky, and people get killed because of that. We're the only group of race do this. You don't see a bunch of Jimmy and Donnie out there fighting about Larry Bird shoes. You never hear that, do you? You never hear a bunch of couple of white kids actually shooting up and pair of school shooting because they want them Larry Bird shoes. But why are we the only group does this? Because we want to look good. We want to show the world that we're making money. But only way you got to give back to your community, you got to invest in your community before you give something back. Because let's say if Michael Jordan did give back to the community, he could be flat broke anytime. And they're not giving Michael Jordan ain't giving his position no time soon. And I'm not expecting them to. And he is wrong for say, I made shoes for suburban kids, but not black kids. Because he knows that black kids could not afford them, but the white kids do. Who own the banks? I just said it. It's because of the Knight Templars. If it wasn't for the Knight Templars, it wouldn't be no banking system. It wouldn't be Freemasonry. It wouldn't be Skull and Bones, who brought into the Blue Lace. All you gotta do is go look that up. So don't get mad at Jordan. Now I understand people have a right because Jordan is wrong for saying that. Just like Oprah Winfrey, she can't even go to Switzerland. They don't even know who she is. She went there, but they don't even know who she is. She can't even publish her purse. You would think Oprah, the powerfulest woman in the world, she can't even stop racism. The only way you got to stop racism is how you got to look into the racism, how it got started, and how to prevent it to stop it. For it won't prevent it from stopping, for it won't hurt any other people. There are people who do want to fight by our behalf. And it's not just white, black, us. It's Asians, whites, and everybody else. They've been affected by racism just as much as we do. Let me say this. If you're going to get mad at Jordan, you need to get mad at the Nike brand owners, guys. Because they publish his name. That's all it is. I'm just so tired of hearing the black community always say, well, we need to get back to our community. How are they going to get back? And they got to protect their community to make sure it won't be no crimes. How they going to protect their community, able to stop all the killing, all the shooting, and all this other stuff. Now there are white on white crimes too, and I get it. Crime is a crime. White people go out there in their way to have a neighborhood watch. You ever think about that? How come black people don't have a neighborhood watch? For they won't prevent the bring the community together, and they need to get rid of the stop snitching thing because that's the worst thing that happened to the black community. I give them a couple more years. Black people going to look back and say, what are we thinking? They're going to look back. And just like white people are going to look back and say, this is who we are, and this is what we represent, we need to show the other side what white people really about. Let me say to this. If we're going to get mad at Jordan, we need to get mad of the Nike brand, not him. If you're going to get mad at him, fine. But get mad at the people, the ones who sponsor his name. He don't even own the shoes, no way. He just a sponsorship to sponsor his name. In the question, in the story. That's all I say. And I'm going to say this. We need to stop specking these black celebrities what they supposed to do for their communities. But yet, everybody knows once you come up in the world, you have to move in your community. Move out. Look at Boosie. Boosie had to leave in Baton Rouge because it was too much jealousy for his own city. That he can get killed at any moment. But knowing Boosie, it'd be hard to get to him because Boosie looked like he's strapped. He looked like the type. Let me say this. No other group does this. And we got to help each other, black men. We'll go all our way to help everybody else, but we won't help each other. And so y'all got to be helped too. And black men and black women got to stop hating each other. They got to put their difference aside and advocate for once, and knowing they can make awareness about it and make it better for organizations about it, their own community, and maybe we're better people that we are, we're better what we can be and what we could be. That's all I gotta say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back at the Basics. I'm gonna do this out of text, baby. Until next time, alright? Alright. Peace. I'm out. Alright, peace.